other gaps at the Pumwani Hospital or maternity hospital here in the country. Now, a showdown looms Tuesday afternoon in the National Assembly as legislators attend a special session to debate the contentious finance bill. President Uhuru Kenyatta declined to assent to the bill and instead sent it back to Parliament with his proposals, with the executive expected to whip its majority members to approve the president's proposals to increase the taxation on fuel products from 0 to 8%. Members of the opposition have already vowed to veto the president's decision. And as our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thyru reports, it will be an uphill task for members to raise 233 members to veto the president's proposals.
Tuesday morning, and President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is also the Jubilee Party leader, will be chairing a parliamentary group meeting at State House, Nairobi. The main agenda of the meeting is to whip Jubilee legislators to support the president's memorandum on the finance bill. With only a simple majority, the president will be seeking support of members to tax petroleum products from 0% to 8%. These among other austerity measures that include budget cuts in Parliament, CDF, and Affirmative Action Fund kitty. However, a section of Jubilee MPs have joined their opposition counterparts to veto the president's decision.
I have made my intention clear. I don't want to waste taxpayers' money for going to State House to drink tea, eat mandazi. If I'm clear that I'm not going to support the president's memorandum. So with me, I'm not going to State House tomorrow.
On the other hand, opposition members will also be retreating for a parliamentary group meeting to take a common stand on the president's proposals. However, ODM legislators find themselves between a rock and a hard place since their party leader Raila Odinga has already supported the president's move.
And we want to warn our fellow colleagues who are used to being bought 10,000, 20,000 shillings that we are watching them on behalf of the people. This is no good for Wananchi.
We've been going around trying to marshal the numbers so that we can hit the 233 number. But we are saying even if we are going to remain alone for a few of us, but we are going to stand with Kenyans.
A nation that taxes itself to prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket and trying to lift himself up. You cannot develop a nation by taxing its citizens.
To veto the president's decision, members will have to raise 2/3 majority, which translates to 233 members. According to most members, there are other ways and means that the government can use to bridge the deficit gap in tax collection rather than cutting down the CDF and Affirmative Action Fund kitty.
We have a huge appetite for borrowing, and that huge appetite for borrowing has impacted negatively on the living standards of many Kenyans, and we will not allow the legacy that leaves debts and debts for ordinary Kenyans for them to live in debts as well.
Badala ya yeye kuangalia ile bajeti ambayo inaguza mwananchi wa kawaida, aangalie bajeti katika ofisi yake. Sana sana ukiangalia hizi safari za ng'ambo, rais ameenda mingi hata kuliko Mkenya yoyote. Apunguze, arudishe hiyo pesa kufanya mambo mengine.
Why did you introduce the chief administrative secretaries who are duplicating jobs that can be done by permanent secretaries? Why did you increase the number of permanent secretaries that in certain ministry we are having up to as high as 5? Reduce from there.
After Speaker Justin Muturi presents the president's memorandum, the budget committee will have to prepare a supplementary budget with the new changes before it is subjected to a vote on Thursday afternoon.
It's good we look at taxing the luxury. It's not a must we drink alcohol. We can do without alcohol, but we cannot do it without fuel.
So far, most Jubilee MPs have remained tight-lipped on the taxation debate, maybe avoiding being on a coalition path with the president or the electorate. Now, given that the executive is still determined to tax petroleum products from 0% to 8%, Kenyans can only tag their hope that their legislators will save the situation. But will they be able to raise 233 members to veto the president?